Joined by Vancouver Giants head coach Manny Viveiros. First of all, Manny, welcome back to the Western Hockey League and welcome to Vancouver. Uh, First of all, just give me a sense of how things have settled in for you since coming to the West Coast and coming to the Vancouver Giants.
No, thanks for having me. No, it's been really good. The organization has been excellent as far as making an easy transition for me to come back to a new organization. Ron Pete Toigo, and Barclay Purnett have done an excellent job of making it an easy transition for me too. I'm really excited to be back here and really excited to have a chance to work with this organization.
Tell you what, it's kind of been a bit of a whirlwind for you, hasn't it? Announced as head coach kind of mid to late August, and next thing you know, it's camp season. It just kind of your limited time there and kind of getting to know the players, getting to know the team. I mean, how excited are you to work with this group as you enter a new season?
No, really looking forward to it. It was obviously a bit of a late signing from my point of view. No fault to the organization. They've been very patient as far as giving me the opportunity to take my time and to make a decision. And it had nothing to do with of the hockey side of it or coming back to the Western Hockey League. It was all health related to making sure everything was okay, and certainly got a clean bill of health, which is the most important part of it too. So that part was good. And then right away after that, we made the decision to come to Vancouver here, and it's been good. A lot of it was coming in blind, which is a good thing sometimes. Get an opportunity to get to know these players with a clean slate for a lot of them also too, and in a short period of time, I've got to know some of these kids, what they do on the ice, and more importantly, off the ice.
It's a great news to hear that you're well and back in the swing of things with respect to coaching as well, Manny. We'd be remiss if we didn't mention that. But as kind of camp gets started, I know your preseason opener as we speak is actually tonight. Just take me through kind of what the sense of anticipation is like from the players on this group. What how eager they are maybe to get started here with the new season.
Well, just like any young athlete or any athlete that they want to play games, and we practice. We've been on the ice now for a good week and had a few days together like that. And these kids love to be on the ice, but more importantly, they love to play games. And this is a great opportunity, especially in tonight's lineup. We're going to have a really young lineup for this show, so some of these kids to showcase what they can do and show why they're here. And really excited to see these kids in more of a structured setting, especially at the Western Hockey League level. So it's going to be really exciting, and I can't wait to see how these guys perform.
When you look at the future of the Vancouver Giants, there's a lot of discussion about just the draft capital that this team has amassed over the last couple of years, right? And three first-round picks, players that are entering their 16-year-old season. You've got first-round picks galore down the line as well. I mean, tell me maybe about the fact that you might have some younger players in your lineup and kind of getting an opportunity to earn playing time and earn a spot at this level. Just how much of it is evaluation and how much of it is just comfortability for these guys to be able to make that jump.
Well, they did a great job as far as stockpiling young talent through the draft. And that's something I think for these young, we potentially could have 4 16-year-olds on our team this year, which is, makes us a very young hockey team. But every one of these kids bring us a certain or a different element to the game. And what I've seen so far, I've really liked about them. And also, more importantly, I think also you have to have patience with their development, though. But that's something that we're certainly building towards. A cycle through the Western League as these teams go through, is that building eventually, hopefully, a championship hockey team. And these young kids are going to be a big part of it too. And that's something that we want to continue to keep developing these kids, and hopefully in the future that we can certainly fulfill that goal.
There's certainly a lot of chatter here in Calgary at the Flames level about the likes of Sam Honzik and Jaden Lipinski. What have your initial kind of takeaways and been with them? And tell me a little bit about kind of the relationship that you're forming with both of them and how big a part of the team they'll be for you this year.
Well, the two players that initially I reached out to and talked to and sat down with, and I didn't know either of these players other than the fact that I knew who they were and what they've done so far. And they're so excited to continue to develop and hopefully get to that next level and stay at that next level here. And they're excited young kids that love the game. They're students of the game, and more importantly, they're they're great role models for our younger players. But these kids both have bright futures, so we're just going to do whatever we possibly can to help them, enable them to continue to develop and get to that next level.
Adam Titelbach turned some heads during the Holinka Gretzky Cup in August, Manny, playing with Czechia. And of course, he was Vancouver's first round pick in the import draft this year. How's his transition to North America been, and how has he settled in over there?
Very good. His English is outstanding. It's really good. I'm really impressed with that, and his interaction with the players so far it's been seamless from my point of view. I've talked to him pretty well on a daily basis. He seems fine. There's no question. There's always a little bit of a transition from coming over from Europe over to North American culture, though. But so far, and I think a big part for him in this transition part is having Hansi here with him to help him. Hansi's been through it, and he's helped him get through some maybe possibly difficult times throughout the year. There's challenges. You miss your family and friends and stuff like that back home, but having somebody that you look up to and from your home country certainly makes it the transition a lot easier.
Last one for you, Manny. I know she's not with your group right now. She's gone back to Kelowna to play at rink, but I want to
Yeah.
ask you about Chloe Primerano because I mean, you look at just the waves she's making in women's hockey circles, getting a chance to come to a couple of camps with your group. I mean, tell me about the player, the person, and just your takeaways from her.
Well, first of all, her personality is incredible. Just the way she comes, she's always got a smile on her face. She was the first one on the ice, last one off the ice. Her compete level was incredible, and more importantly, her skill level was really impressive. Just watch her interact and play with the guys at her age level, and not only play but excel. That was really impressive too. Her hockey IQ is outstanding. So this young girl's got a bright future. Collegiately, if she decides to go that direction, and even later on in professional levels here. And you know what? Again, we're not playing her in any of these exhibition games, but you never can count that out eventually, as far as watching her develop. And that, as far as skill level and that concerns, she can play with her age group here at this level.